Well, this has blindsided us. Today, a couple hours ago from this recording, this will probably go up tomorrow. So I'm kind of jumping out of my schedule here. But then again, that's what happens when you get news in the middle of the fucking week.
Yeah.
A new Sonic game, Sonic Boom, Fire and Ice for the 3DS, developed by Sonicguru Games, who, yes, made Shattered Crystal last year.
They're not shit game, basically.
Yeah, they're not shit one between the two. It wasn't a great game because, according to all news outlets, the Sonic Boom games were the worst-selling Sonic games in existence. So when a financially ruined game gets a sequel, that's just confusing to me.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, I found this out because I was literally just going out and Dan literally just put it on Skype saying Sonic Boom 2 DS. It's like...
Yeah, I just regularly went on YouTube and all of a sudden, Sonic Boom 2 trailer. And from the Sonic show, and it said Sonic Boom 2. I was like, okay, this could potentially be a hoax. So I looked at it and it's like, it's a real fucking trailer. Okay, Tails Channel uploaded it. Go to Sonic Stadium, TSSC. Yep, it's official. It has been announced a Sonic Boom sequel. Which is, but this time it's more inclined to actually follow
the show.
Tie into the show than it is to tie into the original Rise of Lyric. But if we're going to consider a canon to everything, I'd say Shattered Crystal is the canon one to the show rather than Rise of Lyric, since both of them have nothing to do with each other.
I mean, the main reason is because, spoiler alert for anybody who doesn't know the plot to Shattered Crystal, is the basic premise is Amy gets kidnapped and brainwashed by Lyric so he can find some ancient power, and Sonic and the gang have to find her. In the end, you know, they stop his evil plan. Shadow appears because at least he has more involvement actually, and the Sonic Action comics actually had a tie-in. They had a prequel to the game, which is essentially a prequel to the show. Yeah, they did have.
And now we're going to have a sequel to the show in the form of a game, which is going to continue for tie-in to the sequel, Season 2 of Sonic Boom.
But essentially, like I said, at the end of the game, they just, they destroy Lyric's fat, and Lyric gets them shoved out of a giant flying fortress thing, I think. And so, he's not around anymore. Though that said, isn't the whole point he's technically immortal, or he could come back? But from this game, they're not.
From this point, no.
No.
In this one, Sonic Boom 5 is a single-player game with collaborative gameplay components that shares key characters, events, and lore from the Sonic Boom universe. So, maybe all of it, for as far as we know. So maybe include a bit of the comics, but then again, the comics have no continuity either. Like, one time Knuckles is being joined with Eggman, next time Amy lost a hammer, and next time there was a go-kart racing. So, there's no continuity in that either.
It's worth mentioning as well, because apparently the comic, the Sonic Boom comics being canned, and not because of A, bad reviews, or B, bad sales. It's actually done pretty well. It's just because, and not even Sega actually, that's the interesting thing, is Sega's not the ones that pull it, they're just stopping it because...
Maybe it's between the free comics, Sonic comics they're producing, it's selling the least?
Maybe, but... Like I said, it is kind of odd, especially this early, because how long has the comic run so far with the games and the show?
7 issues.
Right.
So it's pretty fucking early, but then again, I can't really complain. It's like, it was made to tie into everything else, so there's not a lot of point to the comic, but then again, the artwork was pretty fucking good. It had some good storylines-ish. The first 2 issues weren't that great. But it was something, I guess. But now you have the Worlds Unite going on, so there's that.
Yeah. I mean, we say this because, again, at this point, everybody just assumes, well, Boom, outside of the TV show, maybe some toys, it's kind of dead as a game series, I mean, Rise of Lyric has got such a massive media bashing from just about everyone that the idea, I've been talking to people like, do you think there'll be another one? And everybody just said, no, I think this is done. They're finished with Boom as a game series. It's just going to be one of those, Sega tried something.
I thought Sonic Boom as a game series or any possible future incarnations of a game would be slim to none. Like, we had a TV series is going pretty well. Comic series is doing mediocre.
Toys
Toy stuff has been okay, but then again, I don't really follow the merchandise.
Yeah, well, they're not over here yet, so I have no idea how successful that will be yet.
But all of a sudden we got a game. Finish this off. Players will see Sonic and his friends in the setting as they embark on a brand new adventure to battle Dr. Eggman, who wasn't in Shattered Crystal,
no,
surprisingly, as well as an all-new supervillain, Defect, spelled D-F-E-K-T.
Yeah.
The team adventures will bring them to locations well familiar and new as they explore, race and protect the world. Now the one thing that everyone hated about Shattered Crystal, despite being the better of the two, was that it's essentially a Castlevania game. Albeit a bad one. Because when Sonic went to the RPG route, it wasn't very well received. I thought it was pretty decent.
I mean, this is like Chronicles we're talking about here.
Yeah, Chronicles. Sonic Chronicles I thought pretty decent. It's like, okay, we all told, very beginning, it's an RPG. It's not going to be very speed-based, it's going to be story-focused.
Which again...
And some intuitive gameplay. So, with Shattered Crystal, you expected some speed. We didn't. It was relatively like a jogging pace with a lot of exploration.
Yeah. I mean, that was the key thing. I mean, both with the last game and this one is you could switch with any of the characters at certain times. So, for instance, Sonic can do the speed-based stuff. Knuckles can do punching on, going on top of walls, punching areas. Tails can do flight. Sticks can use a boomerang to activate switches or enemies and stuff. So, again, that's probably...
There was a lot of variety, and it wasn't just like, oh, you have to use these characters to get through, or you have to play this character to advance the story and unlock the last story. It was like, you can go straight to the finishing line if you want, but if you want to explore, there it is. But it was too much exploration. So even though the option was there, which I do like, the last time there was an option to play as other characters, an option, mind you, was Black Knight. Every other time, it was just like, you have to play as these characters, which I guarantee a lot of people don't. Yeah, and being just Sonic from the recent games is kind of wearing thin. It's like, I want a bit of variety. Like we saw how pissed off people got by not being able to play as Tails in a single player Sonic 4 Episode 2. So in this game, we've got 5 characters. Amy's now playable, even to say, oh no, it's a new character. No, Amy's not new. It says now new playable character, Amy.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's just to say.
I just tilted my head at that.
Yeah.
So basically the thing I'm going to get is that this one it's more speed based. So if you want to play Sonic and speed through everything, you can do that. But you can go back into the characters and do some exploration. Because they said there's a top part, a bottom part, and a big line through the middle.
I mean, we've seen both in Generations and Lost Worlds, there is this attempt to try and add more, there's a high path, the middle section, and the low area, which is to have more variety. And again, not just to say you're stuck on the low level and you're never going to get there. It's like you have more of a choice to actually get to these areas now, rather than just really just sort of forced having to go for one area and that's it.
Yeah, Sonic Unleashed also did the same thing. So you had the quick time events where you can go for a top part to get to a secret, or a bottom part to go to the normal stuff. Colors, mostly the same thing. Well, I say mostly, more like half of it was the same thing.
Yeah.
But it was essentially linear.
Yeah.
Sonic Generations a lot more since it had the red rings. Especially, in my head is the Sky Century modern. Both Sky Centuries we had, like at the end, like 3 different paths to take.
Yeah. But like I said, they've added more different. In one complaint I think people said before is that you just really go one path. There's no other areas to go to. So they've added that more both in the main games and indeed in the Boom series.
And also Lost World, because it was on a tube.
Yeah, that's what I mean as well.
Bit of variety. Like you said, a bit of variety. So with this, it is still a lot of exploration, but it's a lot more linear this time round. But one thing which I just really can't fucking believe is that when I was on Tumblr, and there's this one person I follow, apparently they reblogged essentially, let me just bring it up, because people are can't even talk. People are already saying they're leaving the Sonic fandom because of the new Sonic Boom game.
Well, of today.
Yeah, guys, you don't have to play it, right? Go ahead and leave. Much better fan without haters in it, which I agree. But you know what? I think I added to it.
What?
I said, like, so people are leaving the fandom saying they're going to not play a game because everything. I think, oh, like the same fans who said they'll leave because they're changing voice actors. and the bad reception of Sonic 06, and the Werehog, and Black Knight, and Sonic 4 using Modern Sonic,
so this
and
is
Sonic on a hoverboard and in a car, and Blue Arms. Do you see how stupid you sound?
yeah.
If you're gonna leave, leave!
Yeah.
Don't just stick around because, oh, new Sonic game, maybe it is something better. No, you said you were gonna fuck off, so fuck off.
Yeah, don't complain about it on the way out, for God's sakes. Not to us, especially. Can I remind? I've got kind of 2 points really to this. We're kind of going a bit off on the new game, but we'll try and get this through. The way I say it is because, like I said, it's, you know, the thing with this, because it's pretty much the same thing with like Sonic Universe. For a while, that was the game that everybody kept saying, Sonic was great, then this thing happens. And really, it was one game. And the problem was, A, it was a big new step into the next generation, and B, it was an anniversary game. So essentially, it was a big, crappy, buggy game that was a bad birthday present to Sonic alone. So that didn't help, and everybody kept referring to it over and over again. It's not the only game series that's had, you know, shitty installments. I mean,
Mario's had shitty installments, Pokemon's had shitty installments,
Yeah.
Zelda has had shitty installments. I don't care what everyone says, I really do not like Skyward Sword.
I think that's kind of half and half with some people, Skyward Sword, isn't it?
I did not like it, I really didn't.
Yeah. But it's like,
Call of Duty, fucking hell, how many bad installments does that have to go through?
yeah,
Call of Duty Ghost is the worst fucking one, yet it's sold the most.
yeah,
Pushing this quickly back onto
yeah.
Fire and Ice is that, for one thing, it is being developed by someone who actually knows how to make games.
I mean, yeah, this is the big thing, because I always have this thing, I think I might have said this back when our Sonic Boom podcast, like the TV one, I did say that if they wanted this to continue as a game series, I definitely think they should give it to Zanzura Games. I think what should happen is Big Red Button maybe more should be a supervising part. Maybe they're the ones who look over more the artwork and kind of ideally to try and come up with, because again, they would probably try to make this like the Marvel universe where it has a big continuity of connecting, so they could be just a side part. And Zanzura Games are the ones who actually really make the games and, you know, are the ones who experiment and try things out. And again, can give you something really good. And Sega then, of course, get it out to the world, say how great it is and all that stuff, and hopefully not everybody throw shit in their face. Because everybody loves to do that in a minute.
Possibly.
Yeah.
And also, there is a reason why the Boom series failed, or the Boom games failed, was the rush.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you said, like Zanzaro Games only had about months just to make this one game. They're like, hey, make a game for the 3DS that's actually going to be incorporated into Rise of the Lyrics, so here's this bad guy, here's this universe, here's the characters and what they do, so please do something with it, please. You've got until November.
So essentially they just gave them a big, you know, here's a press kit of everything about Sonic Boom, here's a giant file document, this is what you need to make the game tiled for, you make that into a game.
And it turned out to be the better of the two.
Yeah, it turned out to be
so this one has a lot more time being based on it. So they actually listen to fans and weigh out the pros and cons, and actually are making a game that is A, familiar to people who enjoy Shattered Crystal, but B, is more accessible for those who are interested in playing Sonic Boom, but kind of stayed away with it from catching the Poison Ivy.
Yeah.
On top of all that, Sonic Boom is a licensed game, not a series game, not a main series, which is now being aptly named the Legacy series for some reason.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it says Sonic Legacy in there for some reason.
Alright.
But, so it's like, oh, Sonic's been tainted, it won't come back. No, Sonic Boom has been tainted and probably won't do well as far as Sonic the Hedgehog goes. What the fuck, Sonic Runners? That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, we're still waiting for that. I'm still waiting for, okay, you got Runners, but when's the next big one? You know, when are you going to start the next big game? Because this is just them getting everybody's attention on that before they start going, okay, we played that, what are you doing with Sonic now? When are we going to get the next big game?
Yeah, like, this could... Obviously, we're looking at for this, as usual, a November release.
Which is funny, because I did say this was probably going to be like, we were going to do another podcast about this and saying maybe another Sonic game for Christmas, so...
There always is a Sonic game for Christmas, even if its main series for 2 years.
Yeah. Whether it remain or spin-off, I don't mind.